That was Betsy, who just dropped me off, and she's going to be in charge of the campground while I'm gone. She also has Ryder, but she's going to take him over to Kat's because he's going to spend a couple days with Auntie Kat. And this is not the first time I've left him. It's the second time. The first time was when I went in the hospital to get my knee replaced. But it's not easy to leave him behind. And I think he knew right from this morning that something was up. Because, I mean, I was packing. But then again, my laundry bag is my suitcase. So I'm not sure how he would have known the difference. But this feels really weird. I finally found a spot where I feel like I can vlog at you without looking like a complete freak, and I can talk a little bit louder. So I am waiting for a Greyhound bus to take me from Flagstaff to Las Vegas. My sister is getting married in Vegas at the Graceland Chapel by Elvis Presley himself. Yeah, I thought he was dead too. And that's happening tomorrow. So I'm getting ready to get on the bus. And yeah, now I feel silly because somebody just saw me talking to my camera. But I'm getting ready to get on the bus. And tonight will be bachelorette party at Magic Mike, which I hope I get there in time for, because the bus was supposed to leave at 1:05, and I just got a text saying there's a 29-minute delay. So I don't know what time we're going to end up getting to Vegas. Oh, and look, I got my nails done for this. Woohoo! I'm sure it's going to turn out that I forgot something, but I may have overpacked. When you're used to having like everything you own with you, it's hard to, pare it down. I mean, one bag has all my electronics. It's pretty heavy. That's going inside the bus with me. The checked bag is all clothes, and there's way more clothes in there than I could possibly wear in Vegas. And there's also 3 pairs of shoes, which typically I wear the same shoes all the time, but I am going to wear some different shoes in Vegas because I'm trying to be pretty, and my regular shoes ain't pretty. I just figured out what I forgot. I knew I would forget something. I just hoped it wouldn't be anything super important. I just forgot the shoes that I bought especially for this occasion. They're the first thing I bought, when I was getting ready to go to the wedding. I never get to dress up, and they're super cute, open-toed sandals with flowers and white to go with the dress that I have. Not, I'm not wearing white, but there's white in the dress. And I got my toes done to go with these. And now the only open-toe shoes I have are my rubber Skechers sandals, which are fugly. I mean, they're comfortable, but how can I wear them with a pretty dress? I might have to find a shoe store and buy some new shoes. I don't want to spend the money. These shoes are perfect, but these shoes are back in the bus in Mormon Lake. So it's either wear closed-toed shoes and don't show off my toes, because I have some decent closed-toed shoes with me. Closed-toe shoes with me. Or wear these sandals that are not appropriate for the situation. Or buy some new shoes. Those are my choices. Buying new shoes sounds like the most fun. I'm all the way in the back, seat 12, the very last row, and I like that. That's the seat I chose because you have a wall behind you instead of people. And look, they have electrical outlets. We're on the move. First stop is Williams. I've actually never been to Williams, but I don't think we're stopping long enough for any real exploring, so that's going to have to be another day. Another thing, besides the electrical outlets that they didn't have on Greyhound back when I was using it a lot in my teens and 20s, there's an extra seat thing. You can buy the seat next to you for half price, which I never would have done back in those days. Even if they offered it, I would never have spent money on that. And, I could have just taken my chances, but if somebody sat next to me, where would I put my snacks? Ah, beautiful Williams. And this stop will probably be about as long as it takes the driver to smoke a cigarette. That's my prediction. Yep, cigarette's done. We're off on the road again. This video is sponsored by FedEx. So the last time I remember being on a Greyhound bus, I think I was taking the bus from Shreveport, Louisiana to Memphis, Tennessee. I think I was meeting my friend Arielle in Memphis because she was driving cross country on her move to California, I think. But yeah, I remember being at the bus station, which I assume was in Shreveport, and there was a guy there with a box shaped like a rifle that had the word Remington written on it. And he was going around asking everybody if they would buy him liquor, because there happened to be a liquor store in this bus station. And, you know, nobody was saying yes, but he couldn't buy the liquor himself because he was on parole, and it was a violation of his parole. So, at that time, you know, they didn't have all the mass shootings like they have today, but there had been some mass shootings, and I think there had been one recently, and this guy's going to get on a bus with a rifle in a box, and he's going to shoot everybody on the bus, including me. So I went over to like a security guard, and I said, hey, I don't think that dude should get on this bus with that rifle in a box, do you? So he went and talked to the bus driver. And what happened was the bus driver, when we were getting on the bus, said, sir, you're going to have to check that box. And the guy was really pissed off, but really wanted that box with him on the bus. But he ended up checking it because they wouldn't let him on the bus with the box. And he sat right behind me, talked to himself the whole time, but he didn't shoot me. So it was a happy ending. And once I got to Memphis and met Arielle, if I am remembering correctly, if it even was Arielle, which I'm pretty sure it was, but we went to Graceland to see Elvis Presley's house and his plane and his everything. And then now I'm on a Greyhound bus, and I'm on my way to Vegas to go to the Graceland Chapel to see Elvis marry my sister. Well, not marry my sister, but marry my sister to her boyfriend. Coincidence? I don't think so. Our next stop is, I always thought it was pronounced Seligman, but the driver says Seligman. I think that's what he said. So, I guess that's our next stop.
Okay, folks, it's going to be Seligman. We'll be here in 10 minutes again.
So anyway,
next stop, Kingman. That'll be our final break stop before we get into Las Vegas. Seligman.
So I just got another text message with another delay, this one 26 minutes, so it's looking more and more doubtful that I'm going to get there in time for the bachelorette party.
Okay, folks, this is going to be Kingman. Final break stop before we get into Las Vegas. Kingman is your final destination. Make sure you have all your belongings above and below the bus. Rest you folks, we will be here 15 minutes.
There's something wrong with my Greyhound story because I lived in Shreveport, Louisiana in my early 20s, like before I even met my ex-husband. And I didn't meet Arielle till, I was already sober when I met Arielle, and that didn't happen until I was 30. So either I wasn't coming from Shreveport or it wasn't Arielle. Everything else I think is right. The guy definitely had the box, the gun box, and I'm pretty sure that whoever I met, we went to Graceland, because I remember the Jungle Room, and I think I remember Arielle being there, but something's off. I don't know. The timeline is screwed up. I guess when you've lived as long as I have, the details can get a little slippery sometimes. Maybe I'll message Arielle and see if she remembers any of this. She's younger than me. So I texted Ariel, and she reminded me that, yeah, I did meet up with her in Memphis in 1998 when she was driving cross country to move to California. I was in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I think I was working on raising financing for a movie that never ended up happening. So I keep saying that I haven't been on Greyhound since my 20s. And clearly that's not true. 1998, I would have been 36. So, shows you what I know. That's Hoover Dam, right? Hoover Dam.
Las Vegas, Nevada, final destination for this coach.
Vegas, baby.
On the bus. If you're going to LA, Denver on a Greyhound, that'll be at Bay 10. If you're trying to get anywhere on the strip, take the